The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Murray to Moore, 1st down, Arizona. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Kick is on the money. It's good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Down, 70, Indy. I'm coming after you.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Cards, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
And there's a familiar sight by a guy in an unfamiliar uniform. J.J. Watt sacking the quarterback. Over 100 times in his career, he's put a QB on the deck.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. That caught by Manhertz. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This Jacksonville unit really struggled to get to the quarterback in 2020. Just 18 sacks as a team. Only Cincinnati had fewer. Remember, they used to be known as Saxonville. They want to get back to those ways here in 2021.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And Bell's been able to get it up past the 45. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Murray now. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Had a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Prater's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Lawrence going to throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Lawrence will throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
First down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
Murray to air it out again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Clay Brooks to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 16, Jaguars nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know they're down.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, and a dump off here to Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. Hey, Wahoo! Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25.
Here's Lawrence. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Edmonds. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up the 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things, as it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Clay Brooks to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Lawrence to Chark, first down, Jacksonville.
DJ Chark, a Pro Bowler and a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019. Saw his numbers dip a bit last year as the Jaguars cycled through some quarterbacks. He's happy to have Trevor Lawrence in town and accepts the pass from him there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw again is Lawrence. Caught by Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye
at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. From the 44, Murray flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cards are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got it.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Arizona, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.